Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's do a little check-in with weed. And alright, so since the last video, we got our bullish engulfing candlestick on Friday. And then we did actually still trade higher yesterday on Monday. Although not a very strong, you know, daily session. We had a doji star. We actually closed a little bit lower than we opened, despite actually still closing higher than Friday's session. And the day had a little dip down there. Didn't take out the low of Friday, which would be fairly important at this point, since after a bullish engulfing, you don't want to take out the low of the engulfing candle. That would definitely cancel out the bullish buy signal. So we haven't done that. We came down, just about touched the daily T line, which has been acting as pretty good support along the way up. So we'll see if that continues. So kind of a non-committal day. Definitely a negative day, although not substantially on a closing basis. Down around 2.5% on something this volatile. Not a huge deal. Now going to the short-term kind of Elliott wave interpretation. Definitely still from this low over here, working this 1, 2, still liking this as a 3. Now, I do still view this as a fourth wave, although it might be developing more complexly than just a simple ABC down. Not to say that C is still likely the price extreme of wave 4, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of wave 4. So we're going to clean up this labeling scheme because it's not really cooperating with this, simple 1, 2, 1, 2 off the bottom scenario. I think there's something a little different going on at this point. And I'm actually favoring perhaps a triangle. So we'll get rid of this ABC. We'll get rid of this channel. This may have just been the initial ABC down of the A wave of the triangle. So let's get all this in order. And okay, so for our triangle, this is our A down, so this would be our A trend line. This is possibly our C low. Let's get the magnet mode on so it snaps here. Okay, so possibly like this, our AC trend line, and then our BD trend line. So this would be termination point wave B. Hang on there. Termination point wave B. Wave D. Let's see, A, B, C. D may be just in progress here. We may not have it in place, but kind of something along these lines, shape-wise, right? So let's just throw the triangle labels on just to keep this easy to follow along with. So 3 waves for A, 3 waves down for A, some sort of 3-wave structure up for B. This could be our C down, although we could still be working a more complex C as long as we don't take out this A. That's fine. And then, D up, E down, and then have our thrust up out, for our fifth wave of a larger fifth wave, okay? So, unless we really get some commitment here and break out right away, I would just favor that, we have this sideways, time-consuming, triangular pattern in force. And certainly after such a strong run up, it's not uncommon to have a more complex, time-consuming correction. So the triangle works well for that. And let me just drop this degree down appropriately. So what degree do we have here? Minute. So we need one below that for these subdivisions. There you go. That looks better. All right, now, if this does in fact form a triangle and follows all the rules and guidelines, and then we get our move up and we take out or challenge the old highs here at 74.45, at that point, being that a triangle in the Elliott wave principle always precedes the final move in an Elliott sequence, I would be very comfortable establishing a larger, bear play, bearish, directional position once we have that move off of a completed triangle. Because at that point we've terminated a larger impulse sequence, and then you have to have a larger corrective move down. So still patiently waiting for this to sort itself out. I'd love to see it. I'm still not confident, super confident that we're going to resolve this to the upside, although the odds at the moment definitely are tilting towards resolving to the upside. But if we get that nice thrust out of a completed triangle, that'd be a great opportunity to establish a nice put position. But in the meantime, still just waiting and watching. Okay. And then, yeah, so after we say we complete this triangle, this is all hypothetical at this point, but say we complete our triangle for this wave 4, come up in 5 for the larger 5, that would complete, so this larger 5, that would complete the larger 3, and then we'd be trying to position for this much larger degree fourth wave decline. And obviously at that point, we'd be looking, substantially lower percentage-wise, probably, depending on how high we go, 30 to 40, maybe even a 50% decline from the highs. I know it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't considering how far we've run up, and also based on historical, retracements on the past chart of weed here. Every time we have a huge run up, it is followed by a very sizable, percentage-wise correction. So still waiting to position for that. All right. Should be good for now. Serial Trader signing off.